The chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman James Comer from Kentucky, demanded the FBI bring in a memo the Bureau put together, based on allegations made by a whistleblower that then Vice President Biden took bribes. Comer got, after threatening the FBI and Christopher Wray, the head of it, he got to see the memo. Go.
FBI officials confirmed that the unclassified FBI-generated record has not been disproven and is currently being used in an ongoing investigation. The confidential human source who provided information about then Vice President Biden being involved in a criminal bribery scheme is a trusted, highly credible informant who has been used by the FBI for over 10 years and has been paid over six figures. These are facts, and no amount of spin and frankly lies from the White House or congressional Democrats can change this information. At the briefing, the FBI again refused to hand over the unclassified record to the custody of the House Oversight Committee, and we will now initiate contempt of Congress hearings this Thursday.
All right, so even though Comer and a few others on the committee have seen it, Comer wants the memo itself in the public domain so it can be used on television and newspapers, whatever. Okay, now there are a number of things here, and I'm going to get to the most important after I give you the timeline. So this all swirls around Hunter Biden. And what we know about Hunter Biden is that he's been under investigation for 5 years in Delaware by a U.S. attorney who was appointed by Donald Trump. The investigation has gone nowhere because no indictments have been coming forth, but Hunter Biden has not been exonerated. So this is there. Many suspect, and I'm one of them, because it's going to take 5 years to do this, all right, that the Justice Department, headed by Merrick Garland, is simply sitting on this and won't take action. So therefore, once the House went to the Republicans in last November's vote, the House set up committees to look at all of this. And out of that came these allegations by the whistleblower. So the timeline is basically the FBI had to admit under questioning that it had information in a form FD 1023 that the whistleblower, who is anonymous, was accusing Biden of bribery. So they did admit it. Then it took weeks to get the FBI to show it. And they were threatened with contempt of Congress. All right, and they finally today showed it. You heard Raskin, you didn't hear him, but no, nothing there. Okay, fine. And then you heard Comer say plenty there. We don't know. Now, I caution everybody not to convict Joe Biden, because if you do that, you're doing exactly what Raskin and Schiff and Pelosi and all these other people did to Trump. They convicted him of Russian collusion, of whatever. Every day was another conviction. Now, I know people believe what they want to believe. You want to believe Biden took bribes, you're going to believe it. But you can't say it as a fact. And if you do, you're being unfair and un-American. Because we don't know if it's a fact. We know the allegations are there. But what complicates this case is that nobody trusts the FBI to investigate the allegations. Nobody trusts them to do it. Because they're sitting on the Hunter Biden stuff. Hunter Biden derived more than $10 million from foreign entities. So either charge him or say he didn't do anything wrong. It doesn't take 5 years to do that. It takes 5 months. This is government corruption. So nobody trusts the FBI to look into this whistleblower's allegations. And if the FBI doesn't do it, then we'll never know. And Biden, if he did commit a crime, will get away with it. That's where we are today. It's very, very disturbing to me that our country has reached a point where the most powerful law enforcement agency cannot be trusted. Now, Comer's going to probably file contempt of Congress against Christopher Wray, the leader of the FBI, on Thursday. But so what? Nothing's going to happen to Wray. Wray knows that. So again, and we the people are expecting honest government, at least I do. Now, the one shadow or the one piece of hope is that eventually, after unbelievable amount of chaos, that Trump was exonerated in the Russian collusion situation. So at least we knew that after years and years and years. But then the Durham report says, the FBI, they screwed it all up. They wanted Trump to be guilty. So they themselves broke the law by the FISA warrants to try to get stuff on him. And they couldn't. I don't want Americans to fall into the same trap with Joe Biden. Okay? So, the allegations are there. The FBI can't be trusted to investigate them. Merrick Garland can't be trusted. So what do? You're not going to be able to do anything, I don't think, until the election of 24. But maybe something will arise. Maybe this whistleblower, and this would blow the whole thing up. So the whistleblower comes before the House Oversight Committee himself. Now, maybe he could wear a hood or I don't know, because he put his life in danger. There's no doubt about it. He would. And say, look, this is what I know and how I know it. That kind of testimony would doom, D-O-O-M, Joe Biden. It would doom him.